Hey Michael, this is Mickey. Just want to go over your jukebox with you. So congratulations on purchasing this jukebox from me. I hope these instructions you'll find helpful. So we're going to start with the front. This is your credit button right here next to the 7 plays for $50. If you push this once, this light over here will light and it'll give you 3 selections. So make sure that you punch in all 3 selections. Don't leave this light lit for, hours on end. 5-10 minutes is fine, but really when you push this button, you should make your all 3 selections. If you make a mistake when you push like a F3, you can hit the reset button. It will not cancel the record in the back, but what it will do is cancel. It won't cancel the record while it's playing, but it will cancel your selection on the keyboard. Okay, let's talk about your jukebox. First things first, the cover or the lid, basically what you do is you just lift it up with your hand, and then over in this corner, if you lift it all the way up, okay, you have to lift it as high as it'll go, then you bring it back, as you can see my hand, you bring it back ever so slowly until it clicks into place right there. You see that? Now, it's on there, but it's sort of, as you can see, wasn't a very good design by Wolitzer when they did that. And what happened is over here they typically cracked. As you can see, this one did crack, but we welded it and we strengthened it, and we showed you that in the video on eBay about how I fixed that. So it's working. When I got this jukebox, this didn't work, so now this works flawlessly. But again, when you're dealing with this, you definitely don't want to move your jukebox with the lid up like that. So you want to be not shaking it or anything like that. And then when you're ready to put the lid down, you basically come underneath here and you push up. You see that? You push up and push up on this at the same time. So once you push up all the way, so you're going to push the back glass back. Again, you're going to lift up on it and then lift up on that bar right there, and then she'll come down. Okay, so now, I'm not even doing it right. There we go. There we go. So then we bring it down. You could hear it when I lifted up on that bar underneath there. It sort of clicked up. So when I lift it up, you see that? It's latched into place. Now, when I come back underneath here, I'm going to lift up on this. Hear it click right there. You see that? Now I'm able to bring it down. Alright. Okay, let's go over to the needle. You have 2 sides to this needle. It flips in either direction here. I don't know if you can see this. See that? This side should be up at all times. The other side is for 78 RPM records. This is for 45s and LPs, 33 1/3 7-inch discs. So it's a brand new needle from Victory Glass, and it'll last you thousands and thousands and thousands of plays. So that's a brand new needle. So leave it up in the up position. Okay, so you never flip it down, otherwise the needle's too large for that. It's a double-sided needle, but you only use one side. Alright, now let's get onto your title strip board. The title strip board just sort of lays in here, and one of the things you're going to notice here is there's a slight gap here on the corner and also over here. And you could tell if you have it incorrectly because you will see when the thing turns, you could see the letters and the numbers. Okay? So basically, to get it out, you just grab it with your hand and lift it up, and the whole thing just comes right out. See that? I'm holding it with one hand. Look at that. See? It's one piece. Real simple. This gives you access to inside the jukebox. And you could see. When you go to put it back in, it's a little more trickier. You're going to slide it in with your hand. Let me just move away here for a second. As you can see, it's not quite on there right. It's too high. There's too big of a gap. You see that? So basically what you got to do is you got to play around with it until, see, now it's too low. The gap isn't wide enough here. You see that? So when I put this part down, it won't fit in there properly. So we've got to, again, reposition it. Until we get, this will be a little tricky here, there we go. So now I've repositioned it by moving it around. I brought it up a little higher. You can see it sort of clasps onto this little metal piece here. I don't know if you can see that, but right there. So then when we put this down, it's going to fit. See, it's going to fit right in that groove. So that goes right down. So the glass top will fit in there. See how it fits? See the edge of that? It fits right in there. If this is too low, if this title board is pushed down too far, the gap will be less here, and then you won't be able to fit this part in this little slot here. So you can always tell if it's on correctly if you have the like E9 in the window there. So that's how it takes a little practice to get, when you take it out and put it back on, to just line it up. Obviously you can see how these come over the top of the title trays here, or the shelf unit. It sort of covers it up. See that? So alright, so let's take this out. We'll put it over here. We'll go into the title strips in a minute. As far as changing records, basically this carousel here spins. You see that? So if you want to change a record, you simply reach in, grab the record, and then put a new one in. Now, remember in the video how I told you one side of this is worn. You can see how it's got wear on the one side, maybe a quarter of it, but most of it isn't. But that really doesn't matter. What matters is the tray below tells you what you are. So even though it says K3 here, it's B9 and B0, C1 and 2. But look, you've got F. You've got, let me get a little closer, K5 and E8. Okay, this is when you're putting your records in, that's what you want to pay attention to. So if I want to put something in for C1, I'm going to look down here and you see where it says C1. I'm going to put the A side facing the left side of the jukebox. C2 would be the B side for that record. You see that? So this is the bottom part, is where you pay attention to where you're going to put your records. And you see this carousel? It only spins clockwise. So basically this is how you put your records in. Okay? Up over here, you're really not going to do anything. This is your keyboard selector unit. Tells you how many plays. Your light bulbs right here. You can see it down here. In order to change that, you can just undo the light bulb and bring it out under these wires, but be careful because a lot of these are soldered. So I don't think you're going to need to change it for a while. You have a starter unit right there. So basically, what you have here is how to change your records, your needle we talked about, and the title board tray. So I'm going to do a video too. I'm going to shut this video down, and we're going to talk about your title board tray and how to change the title boards. Okay, so that's video 1, setup of your jukebox.